Stan Gibilisco here. It is Saturday, July 22nd, 2017. Yesterday I installed TOR, the Onion Router browser, on my Windows 10 toy and played around with it a little bit. You can see in the videos immediately after this one in the sequence, if you're looking at the roster on my channel, or in the playlist, I believe it's How to Do Whatever. I'm trying to put them in order in that I made them. So I wish I could figure out how to get them to get in the correct order. Well, never mind. The idea was that Windows 10 has been touted as a rather snoopy operating system. Likes to spy on its users, report back to Microsoft, phone home a lot. And so I thought, well, I should scan my computer now with the latest updates of the Windows 10 malware browser, and it's called Windows Defender that comes with it. It may not be the most the greatest browser or the greatest scanner, malware scanner in the world, but you would think if it came with Windows, and if Windows wants to spy on you, and if TOR is intended to prevent spying, that there might be some kind of indication that I had malware on that computer. It would look at something in the TOR browser and say, this is a no-no, right? Well, I updated just now the latest Windows Defender updates, and I scanned a quick scan. And I figured that TOR would be just like alarm bells ringing all over the place for a snoopy system like Windows 10. So I was willing to bet, if I was a betting man, which I'm not. Thank God, because Deadwood is right here, and I'd be broke. Anyway, well, I'm probably going to go broke anyway, but that's another video. It scanned clean. TOR scanned clean. Now, as I've said before, I don't intend to use TOR to try to evade detection by the government or by any corporations in particular. I'm not being stalked, so I don't, at least not as far as I know, so I don't have to use it for that reason. The only reason I would use TOR is to play around with it and see what's it like, what can it do. And I gave some of the results yesterday that I got, that it is indeed routing my internet browsing traffic through servers other than my home ISP. So in one case, the people on the other end would think I was in Maryland, the state of Maryland, and in the second trial they would have thought I was somewhere in the United Kingdom. I wonder if one of them will ever pop up and say I'm in like Russia or China or North Korea or Iran or some country like that, because I have heard that people who live in oppressive countries with oppressive regimes use TOR to get around. I also to get around their government censorship. Fortunately, our government doesn't do that yet. But for my casual and for my business browsing, my writing browsing, I just use the ordinary Microsoft Edge, or more often Google Chrome or the Safari browser on my iPad. But I kind of wonder, I did some exploration. I wondered what Anonymous had to say about that, because it seemed that if anybody would know about it, they would know. And they said there are reports that TOR can be easily compromised. Do not believe those reports. And I came across another website video, a couple of minutes long, in which a woman who is seemed pretty articulate, they always seem smart, right? Said that TOR can indeed be compromised. But this video was dated 2013. That's 4 years old. So you've always got to look at the date on a video when you look at it for things like that. And look at the date on this one. And if you're watching it 4 years later, what I'm saying now may no longer apply. So, but particularly, I am deeply skeptical that TOR would protect me against anything I might want to do that would be illegal. Thank goodness, I even take great pains to stay within the speed limit on the roads here. I take great pains to come to a full stop at a red light before I turn right, if it's allowed for you to turn right. I make certain to indicate at least 100 feet before the intersection. I drive with absolute rigor, watching for deer as best I can. And I haven't had a serious accident with injuries ever in my life. And I don't think I've had a ticket for at least 10 years. I not in recent memory. That's one of the nice things about trying to be a law-abiding citizen is you don't have to fear the police. In fact, the police here kind of like me, I think, because I don't give them any grief. And I don't want to give anybody any grief. I'm just an old fuddy-duddy trying to mind his own business and live his life. But the fact that I downloaded TOR probably got me on somebody's list. But then again, the fact that I write books about technical subjects, and one of them at least is published in Arabic. The best one I saw, the greatest production job I ever saw, by the way, of any of my books, was my book, Teach Yourself Electricity and Electronics. It was published in South Korea. Say a prayer for South Korea with me, would you? They're going to need all the help they can get. And they're very good at what they do. Wish more people in the world could be as industrious as they. Maybe someday. Well, that's a topic for another video. It's another hot day, and if I feel up to it, I'm going to go to that pool again, work out a bit, and go down that water slide again. Full stomach and all. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next report, so long.